Hi, welcome to Tony's Custom Discos. I'm here to show you how to do your setup of your custom disco for the first time. Basically, we have our regular set here. You start off with, it's going to have these two tins. These two tins are for the wind and also for the bringing up the burner up too close to the disco. You slide this piece into there to close it to make a ring. You put the round disc in there. You match up the slots to the front. Okay. Once you do that, you're ready for your burner. When you take your burner out of your box, don't throw your box away. Your box is good to store your burner whenever you're not using it. Because if you leave it out on the disco, the sun will eat up your hose really quick. And also, if it falls, it'll usually fall on the knob and damage your burner. So it's best when you're not using it to leave it inside the box. You unravel the hose, and the burner goes in from the top. It will not go in from the side. You put it in from the top, match it up to that front part, till the level comes out, put your hose out, and there you're ready to set your disco on top. Okay? Just place your disco, whether it be a stainless steel dish, which is 22 inches across, or the 24-inch steel Chinese wok. Either or, it just sits right on top. Okay, so this is how the most important part as far as hooking up your burner and your regulator. This regulator is a reverse thread regulator. It's a low pressure regulator, and it turns the opposite direction. It goes inside the tank in the opposite direction to tighten up. Let me show you how to do this. You put it in, you turn it in the opposite direction. You're threading in. You thread it in till it tightens up. You turn your regulator. Now here's the most important part. You jiggle your regulator and you keep tightening it. By jiggling it, it lets you tighten it up to where the safety inside of the regulator will open up the safety that's inside the propane tank. If you turn it, you'll hear a little pop of the air coming through. You hear that? Once you hear that, it's ready to go. You grab your burner, you push it in, you turn it to the left, this is a clock. This would be 12 o'clock. This is 9, 3, and 6. You push it in, you can hear the gas coming out. You turn it at 9, and right away it's got the built-in spark, and it turns on right away. That section right here at 9 o'clock is on high. You go turning it down in 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Right here on the bottom is just low. If you notice, it just do the inside of the flame. But it's fully adjustable from here to high. So let me go over it again. That's the off position. Push it in, turn it to the left, you purge the line, and you click it. If it doesn't light, push it again to where it turns on. And then once you're ready to go, the best thing to do is always to preheat your dish. You put your dish on the disco, you heat it up for about 3 or 4 minutes on high. You let it get nice and hot. Once it gets nice and hot, you turn the disco off, the flame off. Then you grab your oil, you turn this off. After about 3 or 4 minutes, you grab your oil, put a little dab of oil in it, and with a paper towel or the rag, you rub it around the inside of it. What that does, it opens up the pores of the metal, and then when we put the oil in it, it seals it. That makes the disco more non-stick. If you do this process each time, it'll become more non-stick the more you use it. It'll stick a little bit in the beginning. Whenever you clean it, do not clean it with a lot of soap. Clean it with very little soap, and when you're scrubbing it out, don't scrub it to where it's shiny again, because then it'll create, the stickness will come back, it'll stick each time, worse and worse. And that's pretty much about it. If you all have any questions, feel free to call me. Any product that I sell is all guaranteed. We go sell all different types of discos and styles of such. Well, here's another trick. If for some reason you're not able to put it on there tight enough and it doesn't open this up, grab a rag, and with a rag you can tighten it by hand harder. Do not put a wrench on this, because it will break this regulator. Okay? Happy cooking, guys. Here's another part that you can troubleshoot. If for whatever reason you put it on your tank and it does not open up the safety that's inside the propane to let the gas out, just peel back this washer, and again, put it in. Remember, you tighten it like if you're loosening it up in the opposite direction. It's reverse thread. You turn it counterclockwise to tighten up. Once you have it on there, and it's all the way on there, it's got to be sure it's nice and tight. Remember, you jiggle it to get it on there nice and tight. Then you turn it. Sometimes, if you don't have it tight enough, without the rubber washer, the gas will come out from here. Then don't throw this away. You always put this back on because it works fine with 98% of the tanks. You put that back on and use it for your other tanks. And that's it.